Hello, everyone. I want to share with you the reading of a study I did on Psalm 24, verse 4. Psalm 24, verse 4 says, "He who has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul to an idol, nor sworn deceitfully." According to dictionary.com, clean says free from dirt and soiled and stain. We get a word clean from the main verse, which says, "He who has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul to an idol, nor sworn deceitfully." If we replace the definition of clean in the main verse, you get, "He who has free from dirt and soiled and stained hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul to an idol, nor sworn deceitfully." According to dictionary.com, unstained says without moral blemish. We get a word unstained from the definition of the word clean, which says free from dirt and soiled and stained. If we replace the definition of unstained in the definition of the main in the definition of the word clean, we get free from dirt and soiled without moral blemish. According to dictionary.com, blemish says a defect or flaw, stain, blight. We get a word blemish from the definition of the word unstained, which says without moral blemish. If we replace the definition of blemish in the definition of unstained, we get without moral defect or flaw, stain, blight. According to dictionary.com, blight says to cause to wither or decay, blast. We get a word blight from the definition of the word blemish, which says a defect or flaw, stain, blight. If we place the definition of blight in the definition of blemish, we get a defect or flaw, stain, cause to wither or decay, blast. According to dictionary.com, wither says to shrivel, fade, decay. We get a word wither from the definition of the word blight, which says to cause to wither or decay, blast. If you place the definition of wither in the definition of blight, you get to cause to shrivel, fade, decay, or blast. According to dictionary.com, decay says to become decomposed, rot. We get a word decay from the definition of the word wither, which says to shrivel, fade, decay. If we place the definition of decay in the definition of wither, we get to shrivel, fade, to become decomposed, rot. We also get a word decay from the definition of the word blight, which says to cause to wither or decay, blast. If we place the definition of decay in the definition of blight, we get to cause to wither or to become decomposed, rot, blast. According to dictionary.com, pure says free from moral taint or defilement. We get a word pure from the main verse, which says, "He who has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul to an idol nor sworn deceitfully." If we place the definition of pure in the main verse, we get, "He who has clean hands and a free from moral taint or defilement heart, who has not lifted up his soul to an idol nor sworn deceitfully." According to dictionary.com, lifted says to move or bring something upward from the ground or other support to a higher position. We get a word lifted from the main verse, which says, "He who has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul to an idol nor sworn deceitfully." If we play the definition of lifted in the main verse, we get, "He who has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not moved or brought his soul upward from the ground or other support to a higher position, to an idol, nor sworn deceitfully." According to dictionary.com, soul says the spirit or immature part of man, the seat of human personality, intellect, will, and emotion, regarded as an entity that survives the body after death. We get a word soul from the main verse, which says, "He who has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul to an idol nor sworn deceitfully." If we place the definition of soul in the main verse, we get, "He who has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his spirit or immature part of man, the seat of human personality, intellect, will, and emotions, regarded as an entity that survives the body after death, to an idol nor sworn deceitfully." According to dictionary.com, death says loss or absence of spiritual life. We get a word death from the word definition of the word soul, which says the spiritual and material part of man, the seat of human personality, intellect, will, and emotions, regarded as an entity that survives the body after death. If we place the definition of death in the definition of soul, we get the spirit or immature part of man, the seat of human personality, intellect, will, and emotions, regarded as an entity that survives the body after the loss or absence of spiritual life. According to dictionary.com, life says a particular aspect of existence. We get the word life from the definition of the word death, which says loss or absence of spiritual life. If we place the definition of life in the definition of death, you get loss or absence of spiritual particular aspect of existence. According to dictionary.com, idol says an image or other material object representing a deity to which religious worship is addressed. We get a word idol from the main verse, which says, "He who has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul to an idol nor sworn deceitfully." If we place the definition of idol in the main verse, you get, "He who has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul to an image or other material object representing a deity to which religious worship is addressed, nor sworn deceitfully." According to dictionary.com, deity says a god or goddess. We get a word deity from the definition of the word idol, which says an image or other material object representing a deity to which religious worship is addressed. If we place the definition of deity in the definition of idol, we get an image or other material object representing a god or goddess to which religious worship is addressed. Revelation. He who has free from death and sword, without moral defect or flaw, stain, caused to shrivel, fade, become decomposed, rot, decay, blast, and free from moral taint or defilement heart, who has not moved or brought something upward from the ground or other support to a higher position, that is, the something is a spirit or immaterial part of mind, the seat of human personality, intellect, will, and emotion, regarded as an entity that survives the body after the loss or absence of spiritual particular aspect of existence, to an image or other material object representing a god or goddess to which religious worship is addressed, nor sworn deceitfully. Application. The person whose hands are free from moral defect or flaw and has a free from moral taint or defilement heart, and who has not moved or brought his spirit or a material part of himself upward from the ground or other support to a higher position, to an image representing a god or goddess to which religious worship is addressed, nor sworn deceitfully, shall stand in Jesus' holy place. Thank you for joining me for the reading of the study I did on Psalm 24, verse 4. Have a blessed day. Bye.